Alright everyone, this is mission 29 and it's called Ouroboros. In this one, basically, you have to, there's some target aircraft you have to take out. Well, actually the first thing, I totally forgot about this, I mean, it's such a cool part, how could I forget it, is this takeoff. Now the reason this takeoff isn't just a normal, dumb, boring takeoff, except that it actually is, but the reason it's not quite as boring as the rest of them is because you can just yaw off the side like this and go take off, and you didn't even pull up on the stick. Oh, it's so much fun. And then you can go over this bridge. It's just a good time. Anyway, let's take out these targets. That would be helpful. Now, there's a few targets on here, but more than there are targets, there are non-target aircraft. And the thing about those non-target aircraft is that it will be extremely helpful later in the mission if you do take out the non-target aircraft. However, okay, I can't get a word out here, I'm getting shot at, but if you don't take out those aircraft, they're going to be really annoying, as there is a blimp kind of Ouroboros aircraft carrier kind of thing coming after I take out all these targets. So you either have to take the time to take out those targets, or simply ignore them and do your best to dodge everything they throw at you. In this particular mission, I'm going to dodge everything they throw at me because that's how I roll in this mission. I don't know, this is how I like to do it. It's helpful to take them out, certainly. However, it's not necessary, and also it's forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I mean, it's helpful, but it's not like extremely helpful because the aircraft carrier is shooting missiles at you anyway. So what's the point, really, of taking out all these when you're probably just going to come up with almost the equal amount of resistance with just the aircraft carrier? So, and yes, I finally did figure out by watching those Japanese cutscenes I uploaded. I took a couple days break from the game and I uploaded those, but I finally figured out there that it's supposed to be an aircraft carrier by watching one of those. So we'll see. Maybe it'll have a name this time besides like some kind of weird number. Who knows? But this is my last target here, and the blimp should be coming out right after I take this dude, which doesn't seem like it'll be too challenging. But it can be deceptive. Boom, okay. Ouroboros Airborne Aircraft Carrier. Yes, that's exactly what they call it. So now I'm going to take out this carrier, which brings in more fighters along with it, but I can deal with it. Alright, going on the other side here. Now, one thing I haven't talked about yet is how I use the yaw/rudder, whatever you want to call it. I call it yaw because that's what they called it in the original Ace Combat, or what they called it in Air Combat, the original Ace Combat. So I've just stuck with that term. I'm not sure what they call it in the newer versions here, but I still call it yaw, so whatever. But it's just the ow, oh my god, that was close. But you got to use but it's basically what I'm talking about. If I can get undistracted here for a moment, is the R2 and L2 buttons, the turning that those create. Now, I use those literally all the time in all the Ace Combats now. They used to confuse me, but, you know, and I thought I could use them too much, I could use them in a wrong way, but you really can't. You should not be afraid of those buttons, because I was for a long time, and, you know, using them all the time, I pretty much use them probably 80% of the time now. They're just helpful. And don't be afraid. Don't be like, oh, don't feel like you're overusing them or something. Because that's what I did for a long time. I felt like if I used them pretty much at all, I'd be overusing them, and that wouldn't be good. But I'm not afraid of using them anymore. I use them almost all the time. So it's good, and just keep that in mind, because I don't know if any of you think that about those buttons, but I thought that for a long time before I finally realized that how helpful they are. Alright, there's my target. Boom! To be continued. Alright, that is mission 29. I'll see you in 30. I think this is where the missions like kind of flow into each other. If you can like save in between them if you die, but I believe from this point on, it takes you right to the next mission without a pause. So it's not like one big block that you have to play at once, but it wants you to. So I'm just wrapping this up early so that we can go to the next one without having to quit out. So I'll see you at the next one. Alright. Here we are. This, I guess this is just the ending of mission 29. There's a pretty simple cutscene there, but alright, I'll see you in 30.